I need to ask you a question. Be curious, Drifters.
Allegron's won the Brisbane Cup, but it's all Antino. Blake Shin, take a bow. Barraquil, Benny Allen hasn't moved.
Broadside him, bogged, won the Golden Rose.
Pride of Jenny, trying to find the reserves at the 100. She's 3 in front of Mr. Brightside. It's all too late. Pride of Jenny has run them into the night. Switzerland, the big winner by 2.5 Bellatrix Star.
He's down, Jolly Star. She is a star in the making. Jolly Star bolts in.
It's all Isthmus. She's very smart and fast.
Wow. Here we are. Here we are, sports fans.
End of the road.
Yeah.
And I'd like to, for episode 318, our final episode of the On the Drip podcast, we're actually counting down our favourite 318 moments of the podcast.
Fuck.
We're not doing that.
We'd be here for 318 years if that was the case. Bloody hell.
Yeah. But yeah, probably should have sent this through during the week, but reminiscing. Any top moments over the journey?
Oh, look, I've been thinking about it. Top moments. I'd say there's probably been 2 eras of the podcast where it was just phenomenal, like season of racing, whether it be a winter, spring, autumn carnival. One that really sticks to mind is the winter carnival where Marzu won.
Yep.
And Gypsy Goddess won.
Yep.
That just what a winter carnival that was.
I know. Yeah, that was good stuff. I reckon that must have been about 3 years ago now.
Yeah, I think so.
We're recording on that orange background in the
maybe even 4 years ago.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, Marzu. Yeah, it might have been 4 years ago now.
Because I think About It won the Stradbroke in 2023, and I don't think that was that year.
Nah, because that was the Without a Fight year.
Yeah.
Where he landed on our shores.
Yeah.
You know, properly. Yeah, the Marzu Gypsy Goddess, absolutely.
That era of the podcast is like that sort of streak where you went on for 4 or 5 weeks where we were picking winners.
Yeah.
It was pissing down rain the entire time. It didn't dampen our spirits.
I reckon that it could actually be Think About It Without a Fight. They actually might have been the same day.
Maybe, yeah.
Because
Q22?
Without a Fight was $3.50 in the Q22, which was like ridiculous.
That stuff's paying for school fees.
I know. Celino, I think, won the Brisbane Cup.
Yep, it was a fill up. She's a Belter won the JJ, or was that? Actually, I think that was the year before again.
No, it was King Colorado.
Couldn't
miss.
Yeah, he couldn't miss.
80-1.
Unbelievable. But She's a Belter won the year before, so we had Sheezer. Yeah. And I think Alligator Blood won the Stradbroke, and that was like the only time we missed throughout the carnival. Yeah. But in hindsight, what an obvious bet that was.
Yeah, I know. Absolute freak. That was when he was in the old Alligator Blood silks.
Yeah, the ugly silks.
Yeah.
Kick ugly.
But, yeah, wow.
That was a phenomenal time. And also the Animo undefeated spring culminating in a Cox Plate. That's one of the biggest bets I've ever had. Probably the biggest bet I've ever had, actually, on Animo on the Cox Plate.
Yeah. I was thinking, like, who are my top 5 horses of the podcast? Without a Fight, number 1, obviously.
Yeah.
Biggest return I've ever had from him. I'd say I was extremely bullish on Allegron a couple of years ago.
Yeah, you were. And I tipped him the fucking prior run, and he ran a really nice second. And I jumped off him for the Brisbane Cup like an idiot.
He was $4 out to $7 he started, and he won by about 2 lengths. And I remember in my post-race analysis of him, I was absolutely going to town on James Cummings because it was the only time he's raced 2 miles.
Yeah, exactly.
Fireburn.
Oh, it goes without saying.
In the Golden Slipper.
Goes without saying.
That's probably the second biggest win I've ever had. Paid partly for Prue's engagement ring. Marzu.
Oh.
He's been an absolute darling of the podcast.
Darling of the potty.
And you know what? Ultimate redemption arc. King. This weekend at 40-1.
Mate, imagine that. What a fitting way. What a fitting way to end the podcast with the King winning the Stradbroke, one of our favourite races.
Yeah.
What a list. All great wins. Yeah. My number 1 is obviously the big guy, Animo doing his finest work at stud now. Like, he didn't win for me every time, but when he won for me, it more than made up for it.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest bets I've had, not the biggest collect, but one of the biggest bets I've had was in the Cox Plate when he won. Got to see him in the flesh as well for his last ever run, which was disappointing, but that was phenom. Marzu definitely in the top 5, like just a hilarious horse, like just a funny horse. Definitely in the top 5 for me. Incentivised right at the start of the podcast, like that spring where he went undefeated except for the Melbourne Cup. I had a futures ticket for Nature Strip to win the Everest into Incentivised, and they weren't winning. They weren't massive money, but like I think I had Nature Strip at $3 in the Everest. He jumped probably $2.20.
Yep.
And Incentivised nearly $5 in the Caulfield Cup, and he jumped $2 something. So
Good bet.
Probably the only time futures have ever come up for me in this podcast, which is hilarious. Aside from that, Home Affairs winning the Coolmore, I was on my knees that day.
Yeah, I know.
On my knees.
Yeah, we all were. I still am.
yeah, we're still paying off the debts of that Derby day.
Yeah.
I was just so confident and bullish, and he was a pretty good price and absolutely brained him. I think that was 2021, and now he's probably in 5-6 years' time, you're going to look back and think he's number one sire in Australia. And then Isthmus.
That was...
How good was that?
That was good.
How good was that?
That was good. Like, over the journey, right, I reckon with what? So this is our 12th season or something. And
Yeah.
6 years, give or take. So we've covered, 2020, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 Derby days. I reckon we've had one strip out. I reckon.
Yeah.
So
That's the grand final.
Yeah, that's the grand final.
Yeah.
I'd say the prelim final for us is either Slipper Day, which you're welcome, or and then Stradbroke Day. They're the big 3 in the country. For me.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
What about I've like some of those horses that you're going through? I'm like, oh, it's that era. It's like we've seen some incredible wins.
We have,
this podcast.
We have.
Pride of Jenny and the Queen Elizabeth, unbelievable.
Yeah,
but that's probably more so on the jockeys who made that more impressive.
Yeah, agreed.
Very Elegance Melbourne Cup.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And her spring that year was just unbelievable.
Yeah. Fireburn Slipper win was incredible.
Fireburn, unbelievable. Antino's win in the
Toorak
in
Handicap.
The Toorak. Tentaris's win in the Coolmore last year.
that was a Derby Day last year was a fucking fill up. Like, one of my biggest disappointments in this podcast is not tipping a Slipper winner the entire time, and not picking a Stradbroke winner the entire time. I just can't, for whatever reason, I just can't do it. I can't find a winner in either of those races. So good luck listening to this podcast, Drifters. But one race I've had a mortgage on is the Coolmore.
Yeah.
Had a mortgage on that race. Tentaris exploded. That was unbelievable.
Yeah, same. I think that was my first Coolmore winner. And we saw the $15 an offer. Neither of us
took it.
Fuck me. Mugatoo in the All-Star Mile.
Oh, yeah. Beating my guy, Russian Camelot.
Yep.
Geez, that was early days podcast, wasn't it?
2021, I just looked at.
Oh.
So that... And... I remember that meeting. It was like it was dry in the lead up, and then there was Ranger in the meeting. They were racing on about soft 7, and Chris Lees was like, "Oh fuck, what are we doing here?" And then the rains came like an hour before the race. He's like, "You're fucking kidding, we're on here."
Geez, he looked jacked as well. Remember that photo of him during the week, and we showed each other, and I was like, never been horny for a horse before in my life.
Yeah. Oh, mate, unbelievable. Absolutely jacked, mate. We saw Sir Dragonet and Bossy win the Cox Plate.
Oh my god, we did, didn't we?
Like, we've seen Via Sistina in the flesh.
Yeah.
Win by 8 lengths.
Yeah. Wow.
We have seen a hell of a lot of racing.
We have.
It's been a hell of a journey. But, what about, before we get to the meeting, I reckon, who have been the biggest villains on this podcast? Like Joe Pride, obviously.
Oh, big villain. Jack.
Pride Jenny's owner.
Yeah, Tony Otterbray.
Yeah.
I think Joe, we've come round to Joe a little bit.
Oh, mate, Yeah, absolutely. It's just like his whole demeanor, and it's like, I don't know. What do we know? He knows horses better than us, but what I do know is that Think About It wasn't a Cox Plate horse.
No, he wasn't a Cox Plate horse.
He won an Everest.
He won an Everest. Oh,
He won a Stradbroke.
Unbelievable.
He won a Kingsford Smith.
During the lifetime of this podcast, this puts everything in perspective. Think About It wasn't a thing to becoming an Everest winner, to becoming a Cox Plate aspirant horse, to being brown bred, retiring and brown bred.
From nearly dying to dying.
Yeah, like, that's pretty morbid, but like, just goes to show how quickly racing moves on.
Yeah.
Yeah, villains of the podcast. That quote out of The Dark Knight just becomes like more poignant the older I get, which is either die a hero or you'll live long enough to see yourself become a villain. When we first started this podcast, like, no doubt in my mind, I was like, I love Chris Waller. Like, what an unbelievable trainer, because it was like the post-Winks era, you know what I mean? Whereas now, like, he's probably my number one villain, Chris Waller.
Yeah.
Like, I saw a stat on X, Marks the Spot, a few weeks ago around the amount of scratchings he's had in the last couple of years, like in metro meetings. It was like something like 800 scratchings in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Like, dual acceptors is disgusting.
Yeah.
That dual acceptors, that's a villain of the
That
podcast.
is a huge villain. That's just a villain of the industry. I remember you saying, you'd be able to remember this horse, Chris Waller trained, showed, I think, promise as an early season 3-year-old, came back as a late season 3-year-old, and you're like, this thing's going to be an Everest horse, mate. And you were so bullish on him. I forget the name. I reckon he started with like a G or something. And yeah, he ran like a busted. Do you remember him?
In the Everest.
You said he would after this run, and then he...
Oh, fuck.
What was his name?
Oh, no. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really frustrating. Was he a Coolmore horse?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Might have. Yeah.
That's really frustrating. But villains of the podcast, like horses, she's a bit... I think Pride of Jenny's a bit of a villain.
Yeah, but I feel like, for me, not as much, because I feel like I have a good record when actually backing her. Backed her in the All-Star Mile when she won, and I've backed her to get beaten by Cascadian and Kitty Cat Tom.
True.
A couple of times. So I feel like I'm on the Jenny ledger. I feel like I'm probably not 100%, but I'm better than 50-50.
I'd say Kovalika would be a bit of a villain of the podcast.
Yeah, but that's again, it's not his doing, because he is hero to villain status, because Queensland Derby, like, touch yourself sort of stuff. This thing's going to be running in Wait for Age, like in Tangrids, Caulfield Cups, Melbourne Cups. But no, he gets the egg tart treatment, and then you just don't see him.
Yeah,
and
tisk.
lo and behold, the next time he wins a race is over 2,200 metres in the Q22. Sometimes armchair experts are the best.
Yeah, sometimes. But I actually really struggle.
Gatsby's is the horse.
Gatsby's. Yeah, Gatsby's. Oh, God. That's a bad take. Aged like milk.
Oh, mate, I've had plenty of them.
Oh, look, it is what it is. But you know what? Like, there's no real villain horse specifically for me.
No.
There's been plenty of horses that I've been convinced are going to win a race, and they just don't. But that's just punting.
Yeah. It's never the horse's fault.
No, never the horse's fault. No. Karen McAvoy's a villain of the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
He's still shit.
Yeah.
I couldn't back him with any confidence.
Yeah.
Karen?
Yeah. Racing Victoria's villain.
Racing Victoria's a big villain.
The fact that Sir Delius didn't run in that Cox Plate and that Melbourne Cup is blasphemy.
It is blasphemous.
Sir Delius is a bit of a villain for killing Bambi in the autumn.
He is a little bit of a villain. But he's just
loved it, though.
Yeah, he's just a good horse. He's just a good horse. Yeah. On that note, like, geez, we're leaving horse racing in a better place than when we started, right? Like, we've got some absolute belters coming through at the moment, which is phenom.
Yeah.
When we started, our Wait for Age ranks were thin as fuck.
Yeah.
And now they're looking a lot stronger. Now just our sprinters are pretty mid.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
Jolly Star will go Branham and Royal Ascot though.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Asfur was doing that to him.
Yeah, I know. Jolly Star's better than her.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah. I feel like not villain, but like never one of yours was fangirl. You never really bought into the fangirl.
Nah, never. Never.
I feel like you jumped on at the right time, though. It's like when she was against her own sex. Oh, yeah, she'll brain him.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But it's, aside from horses like that, like, it's hard to pick out a horse that just let us down, like, consistently. You know what I mean? I feel like we jump off pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like, I've got a horse like this weekend, right? Neons. Like,
that's a tough race.
So, yes. But always has the market support because of her early career, I feel.
Yeah. One good prep,
but she still has the SP profile. I'm like, mate, I'll take you on every day of the week.
Got to see it. You can have her.
Yeah.
You can fucking have her.
Yeah. So, anyway, lots of reminiscing. Been a hell of a one.
Been a phenomenal journey. I think, more than anything else, what I'll take from it is the rest of my life, my knowledge of horse racing, debatable, according to probably a lot of drifters, but like I'm thankful and grateful that for the rest of my life, I know what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? And I think I'm going to appreciate the great game more and more as I get older. And that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the podcast.
Yeah.
Because we still would have been punters.
Well,
but I think life would have got in the way more.
Absolutely. And when we started, we were both big each way punters. Not anymore. Neither of us. It took me longer to adopt it, but you back them each way, you lose twice.
Exactly. But we're here to win.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're here to win. And I think another thing the podcast has done for us is get us to the track more.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Get us to the track more. Like, we've seen some Cox plates, which is phenom. And, I think
Derby Day several times.
Exactly. And I think, if anything, if we can, be responsible for getting some more listeners into racing and getting them to the track, witnessing the great game in the flesh, then we've done our job.
We have. All right. Shall we do it?
Yes. Let's get into it.
All right. Race 1 at Eagle Farm, the Wayne Wilson, 1,600 metres listed at weight for age level. Currently rated a heavy 8 at Eagle Farm, and I haven't seen the sunshine basically all week.
No, and the forecast is looking pretty dour. I don't think we're going to have torrential rain for the rest of the week, but it's going to be spitting consistently.
Yeah. Like, it's overcast. There's enough rain to keep it wet, and it's a bit chilly.
If it's better than a soft 7, I'll be shocked.
Yeah. So I think heavy range, how heavy, to be determined. But in the first, this horse was half a length off Dubai Honor yellow jersey and was getting through the heavy 10 at the Sunshine Coast in a heat. Like it was a good track, number 2 yellow jersey. Is it so bold for this horse's debut on Australian soil to be the best bet of the day at 250?
Mate, could be. Looks like it laps up the wet based on that trial. Never ran over a mile, but for mine, if you're running in that quality of race against Dubai Honours and the type, then Bruh, exactly. They bought this horse to be a Cox Plate horse. He's a Northern Hemisphere 3-year-old, so keep that in mind, drifters. But no, I'm very keen to play at $2.40. We'll know either way. Like if come Friday afternoon he's $2 and then Saturday morning's $1.80, well, he's probably there to win. So I'm prepared to take the $2.40 with Team Green now, if I'm honest.
Mate, I was shocked because he was about $2 yesterday, being Wednesday. And he's out to 250 now. These horses, I just see them starting shorter than $2. Like, sure. Like, bit of a swimmer. Inconsistent, though. Tavi time, sure. War Eternal's probably one of the biggest threats and is an honest horse, but
we have so much exposed form.
Yeah.
For a lot of these horses. So, whereas this thing is super lightly raced and it has the wet track form. So
But I'm sorry, but what would Dubai Honor actually do to this field?
oh, he'd be $1.20,
Especially, yeah, exactly. And this horse is
bringing form lines
half
of that
off him.
of that ilk.
Half a length off him on soft ground at Paris Longchamp. So, yeah.
And this is a listed race in Brisbane.
Yeah, bro.
This isn't
Like-
Sydney listed racing.
Yeah, I saw enough from that heavy 10 at the sunny coast.
Yeah.
And if he's been at the sunny coast, makes me think he's been enjoying the nice Queensland sun because it has been actually, until this week, it's been beautiful.
Yep, well said.
All right, race 2 is the Oxlade Stakes, 1,200 metres listed for the 2-year-olds at set weights. Tell you what, good luck for the 2-year-old races this weekend. I thought this was awfully tough.
Yeah, this is a tricky race. There's a horse though that, where are you? Where are you? I've lost it. You start going with your horse, mate, if you're keen on something. There's a horse here that I was keen on.
The one I think that has had better runs on rain-affected ground is Pearl of Dubai. Backed her a couple of times. I think I backed her on debut. She was 3 wide at Randwick without cover. Had market support. I think she will benefit being on rain-affected ground like her last 3 runs.
Pearl of Dubai is the one that I was keen on.
Okay.
Yeah, because she's got the wet track form, and also she went around in that Black Opal Stakes, that Music Time one, and Music Time ran well in the slipper, so that's great form. Had a bit of a let up after a Wyong race, 7 weeks onto a heavy 8 at Hawkesbury. Comes here, gets a wide draw, which is a little bit tricky, but yeah, really keen on her here. I had $11. I'm happy to find out. She can get through the going, and Peter Snowden, he's been on fire.
He has been on fire. So yeah, go the Pearl. Race 3 is the Brisbane Cup, 3,200 metres, Group 2, Handicap. One of my favourite races on the calendar. Gee whiz, can I find the winner this year? Predictions post the Premier's Cup was that LL Cairns would be overbet. And she has been. She's the $3.70 favourite here. Second favourite. Runner-up in that race, Bella Montagna, is the $2.30 favourite. I'm happy to risk both of them. Athabaskan was the one that I was like, you know what? I could see him doing something over 3,200. I'm getting $10 to find out for him. Not really worried about the rain-affected ground for him as well. His soft track profile would suggest that he'll get through the heavy going. He's never been on a heavy track, Athabaskan, apparently.
Oh, interesting.
The other one
starts. Wow.
Yeah, I know. Especially being trained out of Sydney. The one outside of that, who was beaten 10 lengths in the Premier's Cup, but is a bit of a swimmer as well. And last time was out to the 2 mile, was only beaten 4.5 lengths in the Sydney Cup on good ground, which I don't think is his going. Is New Look? I could see him doing something.
Yeah, I gave New Look a bit of a look. I landed on number 2, Etna Rosso. Oh. This is a bit of a Chris Waller special for mine.
I was on Etna Rosso last start.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember that.
Yeah. Might have been a game day decision.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
This just, for me, just reeks of a classic Chris Waller. This is the grand final over 3,200 metres. We saw it with Celino a few years ago. We know this horse can run the distance, and he also likes a bit of give in the ground. Senior jock on, has 56 kilos. He won't know himself. All of the runs so far this prep have been lead-ups for this. This is the end of prep. This is the grand final. He finished off well enough, I guess, in the Premier's Cup, jumping from 2,400 to 3,200 metres suits, and he's $8. I'd much rather take $8 for a battle-hearted gelding over $2.15 with Team Green Bella Montagna. Yuck. And Alcance. I'll admit, Alcance was great last start, and she was pretty dominant, but that was the first good win from her in a while, and I think 2,400 metres is much more her jam compared to 3,200. We've spoken about this ad nauseum on this podcast. 2,400, 3,200, chalk and cheese.
Chalk and cheese.
Different gravy.
Yep. And a horse who is a proven winner over the distance at Ascot, no less, is my namesake, number 11, Hutchins, for Chris Waller. Actually showed something last start. Only beaten 2 lengths over the 2,400 on a soft 7 behind the Budgie Smuggler. So I could entertain Hutch at $31 as well. So early cordial leg, chuck him in. The Gunsing Classic, 1,600, is race 4. Group 3 for the 3-year-olds at set weights. Did you have a firm opinion here? I thought all of these are very, very similar.
I Am Carrot. One of the best named horses in Australia, number 6, I Am Carrot, would shock if he wins, but you've got to have a shilling or two on at 41s because, fuck, look at the horse's name. Hilarious. I found this tricky. I can understand why 60s came up favourite because he was being expected in a Stradbroke, and it's still not too late for him to run in that race, I guess. But the question marks over him running out a strong mile from that gate. He does have J-Mac, but he also is $2.50. So I wouldn't begrudge you for jumping on him, Drifters, 60s, but I don't think it's that straightforward. I wonder where he gets to from that gate and think he'd be more dynamic over 1,400 metres.
And I'll be careful just seeing the one win from one run on heavy because, albeit being a 7-length win on the Kenzo, it was in a 6-horse field in a maiden. So I'm more so looking at his soft track profile where he's 1 win from 6 starts. And he's 3 from 5 on good. Sometimes, this horse has been competitive in Group 1s. Sure, if he's versing things that are running at the Sapphire Coast, of course he's going to beat him by 7 lengths.
Yeah, of course.
In a maiden. So, I'm probably going to risk 60s at the price for 1 and just no guarantee that he will actually handle the ground. Within the Law was pretty good last start.
She was pretty good. I just don't know about the format of that race. For mine, to be fair, it is probably good enough to win this, but she's got the nice draw. She likes to get through the going, so she also hasn't won for 60-something weeks last time I checked. It was like 66 weeks or some shit.
Two-year-old.
Do you know who would pop up in a race like this, and you're going to hate me for saying it? Number 11, Tupakara.
I think I'm tipping her.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I think the form's good enough.
Form's great. Get through the going.
Beating the length on a heavy 8 at Eagle Farm. Bit of a freshen up. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Do you know I'm not tipping Skyhook? Ooh.
Yeah, and then there'll probably be another one that we've missed, but, can't have them all.
No, you can't.
Race 5. The 7 Hinkler Handicap. 1,200 metres listed. Handicap here. A horse that I think I remember you saying this. Maybe it was even during the Winter Carnival last year. Number 2, Anemakore.
Anemical.
Yeah, Anemakore. There you go. Tipped as a good thing during that carnival on one of the days.
Yep. Didn't win.
Didn't win, but has been a subsequent winner. I don't think the wet track is helping his chances here. But did you have a firm opinion here?
Yeah.
Friend of the podcast, potentially?
Yeah, I think she wins again. Number 18, Arabian Rose.
Smart, yeah.
She is. Sat off them last start at Doomben, just behind the pace, and went whooshka on the outside. Gets a similar setup from that gate. Looking at the speed map, comes across, probably sits 4 or 5 pairs back, and we know that they love to fan out down the Eagle Farm straight. She gets through the going, really lightly weighted, and Rachel King rode 2 or 3 winners last week, so she's in great form. Rachel, I think she's a great bet, particularly at that price. I think just because it's James Healy. If she was with Tony Golan or something like that, she'd be $4 or $5. So good luck, Heels. I don't know if he's won black type before, probably not. Hopefully he can jag a listed race on the biggest day in the Queensland racing calendar.
I'm shocked by the price of her.
Yeah. I think it's just, the stable, to be honest.
Yeah.
With all due respect.
Yeah.
But she ran super last start, and she was a similar price.
Yeah. And what's that? About 3 weeks between runs. Don't mind that at all, given how good she was fresh. So, yeah, no, she was the one I found as well. Payline's the obvious class in the race and appreciates getting his toe in. Only beaten tick over 4 lengths in the Doom 10,000.
Yeah,
fresh up here. Probably the danger for me at $10. Bit of value there as well. Race 6, first leg of the quaddie is the Dame Ripper. 1,300 metres, Group 2 for the fillies, mares at set weights and the penalties. I think this was the race that you were saying was awfully tough.
Tough race. There's just so many horses I can make a case for.
Backed a lot of them.
Yeah.
Drifters, I'll let you in on a little secret. I've probably lost money on every horse in this race.
Look, a horse I did back last start who won was Tuileries, and she was a great price. She was like $10. At Scone. And she can win again, Tuileries. So I was looking at her. Aha as well has just changed hands and now with Chris Wallace. She's been trialling up a bomb. I think they're going to try and get her into a Tats Tiara and try and be competitive there and take her to the breeding barn. From gate 1, Tommy Berry on, she can run super. The other horse who's frustrated me. I forgot to get on her 2 starts ago when she won at the Gold Coast at $7. So I jumped on the next start when she was at 17s and she ran second. That's number 8. She's got pizzazz, but I think she runs a bolter here. Gate 6 is perfect. Loves to get her toe into the track. And this is the sort of race where something will pop up that'll frustrate me, and I feel like she would be the most frustrating one if I wasn't on. So she's got pizzazz. I'll probably have a bet on, but I might even put on like a sneaky Quincy or try with Aha and Tuileries, and probably also Soft Love. She ran well last start.
She was. She's one of mine.
Even Gerringong. She's changed hands from the Waterhouse and Bott stable to the Munsers.
Hopefully they ride her quiet. They've ridden her upside down. It's not the right way to ride her. To be fair, inconsistent being a daughter of Blue Point as well kind of comes with the territory.
It does.
Really don't like the Blue Points. I was frustrated with Poster Girl last start because she had the run of the race and maybe I was just a little bit disappointed, but I was expecting a little bit more for her to finish off.
Weren't we?
Yeah, so maybe she needs to be ridden a little bit colder, which I think from barrier 12 she will have to be. Doesn't have red hot form on the heavy, can get through the soft. I'd be a little bit frustrated if she won at $11 and I wasn't on.
Yeah.
So I'll probably be on her side.
First leg of the quaddie, you'd almost do a field here.
Yeah,
We will have to discuss this on the weekend.
We will. I could even steer you into Firestorm.
Oh, I literally was about to say Firestorm could win this. Roll on high wouldn't shock me. It's one of those races. Paradise City. Fuck. We were alive in the quaddie. What week was it? Yeah, Flemington. Mid-Feb. My dad and I and my uncle were alive in the quaddie. Can't remember who won the first leg, but it paid well. Paid really well. Let's have a quick look-see. Wasn't Cafe Millennium. Yeah, Cafe Millennium, and then, that's right. 10 Tyrus won that day. Yeah, that's right. Frustrating day. And she just bolted home and won, and fuck me dead. It really, really frustrated me, but, it is what it is. Anyway, sorry for that. Sorry for that little sidetrack. I'm just really fucking frustrated.
Mate, it's the last one. Who cares? Who cares? All right, the JJ Atkins, race 7, 1,600 metres, Group 1 for the 2-year-olds at set weights. No Autumn Suns here.
No.
Trom Bolt in the same silks. Bringing that Rose Hill form over 1,300 metres on the heavy ground. $2.10. probably the only way that he could be priced in this race. Cormier, who was the runner-up in that race, has drifted out to $14, beaten less than 2 lengths. Possibly, I don't know. I don't know what to think about this race. The form leading in's just been all over the shop.
Yeah, it's been very unclear. And JJs can go that way sometimes. Sometimes you have a really clear form line coming from Brisbane, or even some horses who ran in the Group 1s in Sydney who take a bit of a break and then come back up, and it's a bit more obvious. But I think Tron Bolt wins, if I'm being honest. Left arm fast, Tron Bolt. Trent Bolt. I was really keen on him if he ended up running in Brisbane last start. He ended up staying down in Sydney. I wasn't on because I'm an idiot. Ripped through the heavy there. And clearly this is the grand final. So Tron Bolt, I think, wins. He's short enough, but I just don't really see much else in the rest of these 2-year-olds. And J-Mac will give him a beautiful steer from gate 9. The only obvious leader in this race is the number 12, Voynachess, who's been running well as well. Won last start. I think it could just take it to the lead and Declan Bates and do a bit of a Pride of Jenny. And it's a nice price at 13s, but no, I think Tron Bolt wins. But Ruffy wouldn't absolutely shock in this race.
Yeah, maybe Martist.
Martist, I was pretty keen on last start. Iden Van Torix ran super. Van Torix has had to go out to the paddock. It's been scratched because I think it pulled up lame after a bit of track work. So, but nah, yeah. Tron Bolt for me. This is just a classic, easy Chris Waller Group 1. He just adds it, adds it to the tally.
It's like broadsiding a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Stratty. Race 8, 1,400 metres Group 1. Handicap, best form race in Australia, this race. Holy shit, look how many there are. 18 of them. With
18?
Five emergencies. God, take your pick. Speed in the race looks to be Skyhook, if he's there, doubtful. But Rothy will go forward. Tuned will go forward. Transatlantic likes to be positive. Private Eye's drawn well as well, but maybe the inside will be chopped out by that stage. Headley Grange was good in the lead up. So was Regal Awards. So I think, it'll be a genuinely run Stradbroke as it always is. So who do you want to be on in this race?
God. I've got a few thoughts on this race. I think if this wasn't a wet deck, I think she'd be a red-hot crack, even as the toppy Fangirl. 1,400 metres, I think, is her distance. And with J-Mac on third up, shoosh, but I'm not going to be taking anything like $6.50 for her when it's most likely going to be worse than a soft 6. Rothfire can win this race.
Yes, mate.
He can win this race. Has to go on your quaddie, drifters. He'll get through the going. I think gate 13 is probably the best he's ever drawn in this race. Like he always gets fucking 20.
I know.
21.
I know.
But he'll be there towards the end. Rothy, he was very unlucky last start, and he obviously won the Doomben 10,000. Private Eye run well, draws perfect. Hot Nash. Another Will, I don't know why Jamie jumped off. He ran super in the Kingston Smith. This has clearly been his target. Desert Lightning, piss off. I was on Extra Galactic in the Goodwood. Piss off, Desert Lightning. That really frustrated me. Seeples was a head scratcher last start. He was wide the trip, and I think he was ridden a little bit upside down by Lockie Niendorf. And he just faded late. So I think he can sort of forgive. And if you forgive his last 2 starts and go on his Newmarket form and his Golden Eagle form, $34 is a big price for him. Shit draw. You just got to take him back. And there looks to be enough pace that I think you can take him back, ride him quiet, and maybe just duck up on the fence. That's happened in the Stradbroke plenty of times.
Yeah. Do you need to, though? Significant jockey booking there.
It is.
I reckon they might try their chance their arm. It's like there's a little bit of pace there, but it's not oodles of pace.
Yeah. Yeah, potentially. Timmy Clark won the Stradbroke last year. He likes to get through the going a little bit, Seeples. I think he's a big price. Like when we have a quarter on the weekend, he has to be in it for mine. Mm-hmm. I think Headley Grange is a deserved favourite.
Yeah.
Ran super in the Kingston Smith. He's been running well all prep, well weighted, gets through the going, drawn super. He's going to be really, really hard to beat. My thing is, though, was that a peak run in the Kingston Smith, and can he replicate it? Because he'd probably need to.
Yeah, and I think he's, with some of these horses as well, I know I profile him as like he puts in, like when he's really fresh. It's like his best, almost like his best run of the prep. So, you know, only being 2 weeks between runs, that might take the edge off him. I'm happy to risk him.
Yep. Transatlantic, I think, can win. Tough on pacer. I think the first 2 runs have been phenomenal tune-ups, and this has been the target. He'll be there or thereabouts towards the end. He might fade in the last sort of 50 metres, but he'll get through the going. And, yeah, 1,400 metres is right in his wheelhouse. I think Transatlantic. I think he's a great price. He's definitely one that I'm keen to have a bet on. I'll probably have a few. Yellow Brick. Disappointing last start. He can bounce back.
Yeah, he was disappointing. The Archer form's been really good.
Really good form.
So, yeah, but Barry 23 doesn't help his chances. How's King drawing 7? On your King.
Lucky number 7, King. Great draw. He can get through the going.
Yep.
If there is a bit of pace, you know where he's going to be. Plenty of horses win Stradbrokes like that.
Doesn't need to be as far back either. I think from Barry 16, like he was essentially last on the turn, and it was just everyone was fanning, and he was on the outside just getting fanned even more.
He was getting fangirls.
Yeah, so finished second last. He was at weight for age there, drops 5 kilos, suited much better at the weights here. You're just getting a better price here. So I will be having $50 on him to win in this race, at anywhere between $40, anywhere between like 20 to 1, right up to 60 to 1. I could see for King.
He can win this race.
He can win this race. Will be in the quaddie. Estadio Mestalia. Happy to risk.
Yeah, he's been running pretty well this prep. He wouldn't absolutely shock me, but happy to risk.
Yeah. Warney?
He ran really well first up. Happy to risk. You got to risk some. There's a lot of chances in this race.
Yeah. Von Hawk has a devilish little turn of foot, but
prick of a horse.
Shown his best on top of the ground. Splashback is a bit of a wet tracker.
Yeah, Splashback is. I thought it'd probably be a decent shout in this race. Splashback with Craig on 52 kilos. Again, one with a big chance.
Abounding.
Oh no, this is too hard for her. She ran really well first up, but I just in a race like this, I'd be shocked to see her pop up.
Tiara for her.
Yeah.
Same with Spicy Martini.
Yeah, I think Spicy Martini can run well, but no,
she's always I feel like underrated in the market.
Yeah,
like you always get a bit of a price for her. But 51.5 for her. I think she's in the game for sure, especially if they overdo it and they fan too wide, which they typically do on wet days. Inside, there might be an inside lane around this time that finds the better ground and just takes a shortcut.
Yep.
At that weight, useful, tuned.
Nah, not here.
Regal Award, 49.5.
Bit of a nutcase, this horse. Puts it all together and can definitely win. I've just got a bit of a question mark around that Fred Best. Like, funny when we were doing the form for the Fred Best the other week, I was like, always stands up in the Stradbroke, so I could probably have egg on my face. I think is it Luke or Lockie Cartwright, the joker? The jockey, Luke Cartwright. Yeah. I think he's underrated as an apprentice. 49.5 kilos. He'll be right in the finished Regal Award, but I'm happy to risk him.
Yeah. Tough assignment for an apprentice to ride a horse like this.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it is.
but, you know, Luke's a good one. I'm having 2 bets in the race. King and Rothy. Rothfire's finished 3rd in the Stradbroke and 2nd in the Stradbroke.
He'll run super.
So this will be like, he might even just like complete the podium.
That'd be sick. I won't have a bet on Rothfire. Happy to see him win, though. I'll have a bet on Transatlantic, and I'll have a bet on Seeples.
Yep. I like Transatlantic. I think he's a big winner. We'll finish up the Q22 race that's, you know, got a special place in my heart. 2,200 metres, Group 2 at weight for age level. Speed in the race here. Pride of Jenny goes forward. Raw
Shocked
Supremacy.
me.
Interesting. Not going to the Brisbane Cup. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how he goes here. But half yours, $3.40 favourite. Do you want to back the Caulfield Cup, Melbourne Cup winner?
I think I haven't backed him all prep. I think this is the race for him, though. Ridden a bit upside down last start in the Doomben Cup. Gets a wet track here. Eagle Farm. Jenny's in the race, which is a little bit spooky for a horse like him, but maybe she'll just get found out over that extra 200 metres. And this reeks. If this prep was afterthought for Jenny, this race reeks of massive afterthought. So I think half yours can win. I think the horse I'm most scared of is Vauban. I can't believe he was taken back last start. He finished off super in the Doomben Cup. I think Timmy Clark from that gate has to take him forward and take the seat behind Jenny. And 2,200 metres is going to be more up his alley, and a soft deck is going to suit him. So I'm shit scared of Vauban, but no, half yours. I think this is the time to get on him if you're going to get on him in the prep. I'll freak out. The money's been right about him every start this prep. He's been around this price, and every single time he's drifted. So if he drifts again, it's like, oh, it's a bit scary. But yeah, wet deck, 2,200 metres. This is the time for him to win the race. So happy to be on him in the last.
Yeah. Horse that I've been on the last couple of starts, and she was super first up in the Queen of the Turf, so they've been kind to her. She's a hustler. Don't know where she's at though.
I thought she was disappointing last start.
She was, but I don't know if that's her jam. Maybe she's like similar to Treasure of the Moment. She just gets like, and I'm not saying she's at the same level as Treasure of the Moment. I'm saying that in Pride of Jenny races, maybe she just gets found out in races run like that.
A lot of horses do.
Yeah. So, but before that, like her spring was really good, and like she won the Zipping Classic on a soft 6, beating Light Infantry Man, and your guy Etna Rosso. So, yeah, I don't know. I want to keep her safe. I think the market being at about $8.50, considering how disappointing she was last start. Yeah, I want to see what she does, and I think some of her best performances have been with her Tell-in. So, yeah, I want to keep She's a Hustler a bit safe, but I think the other two are Half Yours and Vauban as well. 2 Melbourne Cup winners in this field.
Yeah, shit.
So, yeah. Anyway, that's it.
That's it.
Done. Done, dusted.
Wild.
Get the money early.
Yeah. We did with this podcast.
We did. Yeah.
Well, look, I think we'd have to thank the good people at Neds for their support
Absolutely.
over the journey.
Yeah. The good people at Entain.
Yep.
Tommy Hackett and the crew. Some of the greats.
Yep.
Who else can we thank? Jack Bruce, the
Yep.
second at Portsea.
Oh, she was kind to us.
Counter, Chris Waller. Heels. Mint condition,
Mint condition.
where it all started.
Yeah, mint.
Giving me hay fever, some of the worst hay fever I've ever had in my life. Who else? All of our mates who came onto the podcast at different parts of the journey. Your bros for tipping horses at 40 to 1.
Yonkers.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. Big shout out to Sneesby Racing. Been very kind to the podcast, very kind to me over the journey, with some phenomenal race days, some great memories.
Yeah. Thanks for allowing me in your group chat for far too long. Always felt welcome.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, who else can we thank?
Got to thank our lovely partners.
Absolutely.
Look, what's wild about this podcast is, throughout the journey, we've both gotten married, both bought houses. You've renovated a house and had a child.
Yeah. Thanks, Neds. That's a joke.
That's a joke.
That is a big
Thanks,
joke.
Portsy.
Yeah.
Thanks without a fight.
Yeah.
$100,000 collect.
Yeah, no, well said. They've been extremely patient, especially when we used to do 2 podcasts a week and go to the track on a Saturday.
Fuck.
And do the form in the lead up.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck. A big thanks to the Brisbane Lions.
Yeah.
Where were they at when we started this podcast? Actually, they were on the way up, weren't
they
they?
were.
Yeah, they were definitely on the way up.
Yeah. So
The Bronx have won a premiership
Bronx have
whilst
won
we're
a
doing this
premiership.
podcast.
Yep. The Maroons have won some of the best State of Origin series you'd ever hope to see.
Yeah.
So it's been a very giving podcast in more ways than one.
Yeah.
Thank you to the Brisbane Racing Club. Thank you to Moonee Valley, Varley, to Flemington.
Thanks to the perch at Eagle Farm.
Yep.
Had some great days there. Sometimes we paid for the ticket, sometimes we haven't.
Yeah, sometimes you just walk in and say, mate, I'm on the list.
The
Sometimes
Ladbrokes Lounge at Moonee Valley.
Yes. Yeah. Ladbrokes and Lounge at Moonee Valley. So I'll probably be there again this weekend.
Yeah.
This year, rather. Royal Ascot. Thank you to Royal Ascot.
Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, well said.
That was good.
Mate, thanks to you. This was your idea, after all. You bought the Kita.
Yeah.
You said, why don't you come over and do a podcast with me? I'd love to go back and listen to that first one.
I wouldn't bother.
Yeah, pretty dross. Yeah. So thanks to you, mate, because it's been an absolute joy talking all things horse racing and catching up each and every week, more than once.
Yeah. No, likewise, mate. And, thanks for leaning into some of my ideas. A lot of them we just did once or twice and we didn't continue. But that's what ideas are, right? And consistency.
Well said.
318 episodes of consistency. We had another podcast that we did that we had 30 episodes of.
That's right.
Fuck. I think it was I heard something that the majority of podcasts don't get through past 3 episodes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, and we did 318 of them.
Times 100.
Thank you to Mugs Punting. They we were doing futures with them at one stage. We had the drifters calling in at different stages as drifter of the week.
Yep.
We've had several rebrands, several studios.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you to the listeners as well.
Well, that's the biggest thank you. Thanks to everyone who's tuned in, listened to the potty, watched our ugly mugs on YouTube, lost all their money following in the victim and the source. Really appreciate you guys because without you, it would still be possible. There probably wouldn't be much point.
That's well said. And yeah, thank you to the great game of horse racing.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Love the horse.
Yeah. But yeah, if you're having a punt this weekend, best of luck. But thank you and goodbye.
See you, drifters.